I got a big goddamn problem with the news. You ready for this? The news is completely manipulated. Everything you hear every single day is designed by corporate media to do one thing and one thing only.
Jesus.
To keep you living in fear.
Oh, fear?
Total fear. Fear so you'll go out and you'll spend money on things. Things you probably don't even need. Things you probably already have six of, so that their advertisers will keep buying ads on their stations. I'll tell you one more thing. You ready for this? I'll do this all day, man.
Who provides them with state-of-the-art weapons, the most sophisticated weaponry? Do they have the technology themselves? Do I live in dreamland? Do they have the manufacturing plants? Who provides them with all these weapons? Number two, who is financing them? They're being paid $1,000 a day to go and fight? Huh? Where's the money coming from? My answer is that it's the same force at work that recruited them in Libya and sent the weapons into Benghazi. I don't want to speak anymore about how the weapons reached Benghazi. The Turkish government has a lot to answer for to Allah on Judgment Day. This bogus Turkish government, pretending to be Islamic. And they recruited fighters from different parts of the world, paying them money. These are mercenaries, not mujahideen, mercenaries. They're fighting for money. Okay? And they show no Islamic etiquette, Islamic rules of warfare. In the case of Tripoli, they waited until Ramadan. They waited until people have fasted for the whole day. And now it is the time to break the fast. And everybody lay down their weapons to sit down over the iftar to eat. And these wicked people who say they are mujahideen launched their attack at that time and killed maybe 1,000, 2,000 people in order to take Tripoli. They can't be Muslims. Their place is in Jahannam. The same people who did that in Libya, in consequence of which Libya is now, it's a failed state, it's finished. It's rubbish, that's what Libya is today, rubbish. And NATO is in charge in Libya. So when the attack on Egypt takes place, Israel will attack from one side and NATO will attack from the other side. The same people are also there in Syria. Who's providing them the weapons? Turkey is doing it. Turkey is a member of NATO. That's prohibited by the Quran. Prohibited by the Quran. Turkey is providing the weapons. Saudi Arabia. The Prophet ﷺ pointed to the east, to Najd. And he said, Najd is Qarnu Shaitan. Qarnu Shaitan. The age of Satan, not the horn, the age. It is Qarnu Shaitan who is behind ISIS today. Not just the CIA, not just the Mossad, it is Qarnu Shaitan. Providing the weapons, providing the financing, doing all the strategic thinking for ISIS. But if you don't want to believe me, you can wait until Judgment Day and you see for yourself. But on that time, don't ask for excuse. On Judgment Day, no, too late at that time. If you can't see now, من كان في هذه أعمى فهو في الآخرة أعمى وأضل السبيل. Whosoever is blind here will be blind there as well, and more misguided.
They speak 30 languages, can hide in plain sight. infiltrate, assassinate, destabilize. They can take a whole country down in one night. We never see them coming.
We run them covertly, non-attributed, strictly need to know. If they get caught, we throw them under the bus.
That conquest violated the laws of Allah in the Quran. Yes, violated the laws of Allah in the Quran. And inflicted eternal pain and suffering on the Orthodox Christian people, who, in my opinion, are the ones who are going to be closest in love and affection to Muslims in the end time. And that is what that army did to them. Imagine the joy in my heart when I now get emails from Orthodox Christians. It's coming now, after I have worked amongst them for the last several years. That an Orthodox Christian writes and says, I now believe that Muhammad, Allah's blessings be upon him, was a true prophet of the one God. The only thing that was standing in my way all these years was this business that he married a child. And from the time you explain that that is false, that's fabricated, the last obstacle has been removed. And as an Orthodox Christian, I now believe that Muhammad ﷺ was a prophet of the one God. Once you believe that he was a prophet, then you will believe that the Quran is his word. You will still consider yourself a Christian. You will still follow Jesus, Nabi Isa alayhi salam. But once you believe that Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam was a prophet, and the Quran is indeed the word of one God, then the differences that exist between what is in the Quran and what an Orthodox Christian believes will eventually be resolved. Take some time, will eventually be resolved. But your heart is in the right place, and you are now my brother. This is positive. So when we conquer Constantinople, the purpose for the conquest of Constantinople is in order to correct the wrong which was done in 1452. And one of the first things, therefore, we will do when we conquer Constantinople, and you cannot stop it. You can do what you want, you can rant as you want, you can brag as much as you want, you can shout as much as you want, you can stamp your feet as much as you want. You cannot stop it. The first thing that we will do is to return this Christian cathedral. The most famous Christian cathedral outside of the Holy Land is Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. We're not using your name, Istanbul. No, that's for you. We're using the name that our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and we are proud. We are proud to use the name that our Prophet used. You can use whatever name you want. Call it Hollywood if you want, that's up to you. We are using the name that our Prophet used, Constantinople. That's right. You can't stop us. So we will return the Christian cathedral to the Christian people. You can't stop it. And we will apologize to them for what was done. You cannot stop it. And we will then restore the name Constantinople to the city. You cannot stop it. You can brag as much as you want, you can shout, you can scream, you can hurl all the abuses as you want. You are being left behind by history. That is the implication of the conquest of Constantinople. So if you're alive at that time and you want to participate in this glorious event, prepare yourself to return Hagia Sophia to the Christian people and apologize to them. I've done only two questions so far. Look at that. Is it haram to hide one's personal wealth or income from the authorities? Answer, the moral law is the highest law. When the law of the land is oppressive, then you do not have to submit to oppression. And you have on your heart the comfort that the moral law is the highest law.